I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year
Good morning. If you are newer to my channel, which I think most of you, because there's only a few of you right now who are channel members, have been around for a while. Michelle, you may not have seen some of my earlier videos, but I used to always record in here, and this is my kitchen, and you can see all my plants. I cannot wait till I have stable temperatures in my shed with my mini split so I can take some plants out there. Right now it just dips too low because of our crazy weather, and most of these indoor plants have to have at least 55 degrees to survive without having any kind of damage, and I don't want to risk them because I've had several of these for several years. But I thought I would do this kind of like weekly or bi-weekly behind the scene videos just because I think they're kind of fun. They're fun for me to make, just to share part of my life with you all. So I hope you enjoy these.
The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would.
So we stopped in this little thrift store and they had this beautiful blanket and this other one. I was so tempted to buy them because I just thought they were so well made, except for the one that had all the ends poking out, but I left them. But I did want to share them with you guys. So this is the rest of my kitchen, but that's behind me with more plants. But I thought I would show you all what I've been working on. I have not really been knitting or crocheting this month that much because I do have a really big consignment sale that I do every year, and it allows me to get rid of a bunch of the clothes and toys that the boys have grown out of and make some money, and then 30% of all the profits go to provide food for the local food pantry for those who need it. So it's a lot of work, but I feel like I'm helping the community, and I'm also making a little bit of the income back that we spent on clothes and toys. So it's kind of like definitely a win-win. So let me show you the chaos that is my kitchen right now because of it. I have to sort all their clothes by size, and then I have to enter them into a system and tag them. So I have this lovely rolling rack, and this is not even all of it. There's some more clothes I've already done. I have to get out of storage and then finish that. So funny little story. I always walk my dog right before we go to church because we're going for small groups in big church. And he has to go in his little kennel. But last week, I got in the car to go ready to go to church, and I realized that I still had on these shoes because those are my dog walking shoes. And I had to come back in and change them. Sorry about the blast of heat. It is cold outside and the truck's warming up. But this is my knit of the day. This is the Color Affection shawl. I knit several years ago. I used Malabrigo yarn in the Arrow base, which is a sport weight. And I used 3 different colors. I think this is Sandbake. This may be Reflecting Pool. I'm not sure what the dark blue is, but I will link the project down below. So I'm at the hospital trying to get the bill straightened out again. That I had an MRI done in 2020, I think. I paid in cash for my copay, just $350. The hospital wrote me a receipt, and every 3 months they say I did not pay that bill, and they sent me to a collection agency. So this is like my 5th time up to the hospital, but I always love parking on the top deck, and let me show you my little town.
First time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
So I'm out walking my dog, and look, got my hair cut. But I wanted to just say thank you for you guys for joining my little channel's cheerleader squad. It's basically what it is. I really appreciate it, like a lot. I think people don't realize how grateful I am for things like that. Like, I didn't really think that I would have any channel members. So, thank you. And I also wanted to show y'all the gorgeous gray day. I know that sounds very contradicting, but I love gray days. And today is very much a gray day. So I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see the tree line and the Bradford pear that's in bloom, because they're just pretty. So there's my space. I've got to get some underpinning on it, and I've got to get the front porch built. So we actually own a gutter business. All that is gutters that we recycle in the winter when there is no work to be done. And look at the gray sky. So pretty today. It's actually dropping quite rapidly. We've had a storm come through. I did install a bird feeder, right? You can't really see it. There it is. So Ginger can sit in the window, and all the little birds, you can see them right now, are jumping around behind the shed. We're in there. I need to get another one and pull it closer. And I need to plant some kind of greenery around as well, so I can have more of a bird atmosphere for her. So little Ginger is getting spayed possibly next week or the week after, and then they're going to reevaluate her tail situation. I don't know. I'm hoping the antibiotics have helped. It does look better. So they think that someone tied a firecracker or something to her tail, because it's a complete circle where they had something tied to it, and something blasted or took off a large portion of the skin, about 2 inches, and the bone was exposed. So that's why she's on such strong antibiotics. They didn't want to wrap it because they want it to dry out and heal and let the skin naturally, you know, kind of close. And if they wrapped it, they're afraid it wouldn't be able to dry out as well, or that she would chew on it. And right now she hasn't been chewing on it. And it's really scabbed over. It looks really gross, but it looks like there is skin closing and allowing that to actually heal. By the way, I hate these trees. I mean, they're pretty in the spring when they start to bloom, but they attract all the bees and all the bugs. This tree is covered in blooms, and unfortunately, every one of those are gonna look like poop in the morning, because we are going way below freezing tonight. Even though it was 72 today, and it makes me so sad because they're just so pretty. And this thing is only a few years old, but it has grown like crazy. Speaking of which, it's starting to rain again, so Bailey and I are gonna go inside.
I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright.
Dexter.
Been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.